And we're back with more Monster Rancher EVO. Welcome, travelers. This is CongaConga. Yes, I was hoping a convenient NPC would be here to say that line for me. And here we meet this little fella. Meow. Hello there. What? Did that monster just talk? I'm no monster. I'm Toro, and I'm a cat. Nice to meet you. This was Sony's, attempt at making a mascot around this time, and it showed up as a cameo in a couple different games, and yeah, of all random places, Monster Rancher EVO. Ah, hello there.
Why, hello there. My name is Mr. Titaku Plar. I am a world-famous streamer.
That's great. You are just in time as we just embarked into CongaConga and met Toro the Cat, Sony's attempt at a mascot character during this time frame. And I think it might have shown up a little in the PS3, and then they just kind of forgot about him, and then they'd had Sackboy, and then they had him for a while, and then they kind of forgot him too.
Honestly, real talk time here.
All right.
You want Mr. Titaku Plar, world-famous streamer's opinion?
Sure.
I actually really like him. I really like Toro. I actually think he's kind of cute.
Yeah.
I thought he was actually way more interesting than Sackboy.
That's fair.
Not gonna lie, I actually thought that Little Big Planet was kind of, what's a steaming big pile of nothing burger that everyone's the way facing over, and I'm just shrugging and being like, what is so amazing about this?
It was okay. Kaga and I played through the first one, and you could play through it in co-op, so we had a decent amount of fun. It was all right. It was very okay.
Yeah, but hear me out though. Everything is it's basically like that one yarn game that they had. I think it was a Kirby game that everything was made out of yarn.
Yeah.
And it seemed like that. And it just, it was cute to see a yarn version of Kratos and a yarn version of that one Heavenly Sword girl that I forget her name, but that's another character that Sony really wanted to make be a thing, and everyone was just kind of like, eh.
Yeah, there was a Yarn Kirby and a Yarn Yoshi. They did that both, actually.
Can I just say, here's the thing. Even here's the one thing that I think world famous streamer Mr. Titaku Plar thinks about the big three of video games. Nintendo does a fantastic job of creating interesting characters that people care about.
Right.
Microsoft less so, but Sony really just cannot. Oh, they try. So. They try. But I think the only one that anyone really cares about is Kratos. And after the last couple games, even people less. Are it's that one scene from The Simpsons where they're like, "Stop! He's already dead."
Your name is nice, like a princess. I don't know why I went into the Gil Thunder voice there, but that's his voice now. Really? Thanks.
Leave the...
What are you doing here, Toro? Well, my dream is to become a human, preferably an anime boy with pink hair and a cool sword.
No, what are you talking about? He's gonna be I'm gonna be an Ikemen boy. I'm gonna be really hot and have huge muscles, but not huge muscles, just a little bit of, definition. And
right.
then the Fujoshis will, be like, OMG, so built.
So I'm traveling.
And meanwhile, Snek's
come true.
Meanwhile, Snek's he doesn't have a six-pack on top of his six-pack. I'm not interested.
I mean,
he's
fair.
Not built like an upside-down triangle.
I came here to make a wish to Mao Mao's statue. I heard he grants wishes. Is that really true? Sure. Yay, I knew it.
Yeah, I'm gonna laugh. I would laugh if it actually turned out that instead of Mao Mao, it's actually Mao Mao, literally Demon King of Demon Kings.
Given that for years people called it Pear Pear, but the jungle is actually pronounced Pare Pare, it's not impossible. When I become a human, I'm gonna be friends with a mummy and do all sorts of stuff that humans do. A mummy? Anyway, I think people in the circus are really cool. If I become a human being, do you think I can be in the circus like you? Sure.
No, you need to get on the Twitter before you become a clown.
Yeah, you have to get addicted to social media before you can be a true clown. I can do it. Sure. When you become human, be sure to come visit the Orcoro Circus. I'm so happy. I'll definitely do that. I bet you can become a top circus star in no time. A top star? That sounds nice. So I can become a top circus star, I'm gonna make a wish on Mau Mau statue. I'm gonna ask to be a human. Sure! We'll make wishes for you too, Toro. Yay, you're so nice. I'm going to see your circus. I'm really looking forward to it. We'll practice hard just for you. We'll be waiting.
A thought occurs to me. A thought occurs to me, not to just Titaku, not to, world famous streamer Mr. Titaku Floor.
Yeah, it's fair.
All right. It would be a great collab opportunity between you and Mr. Arranger.
Oh, what's that?
PlayStation All-Star Rumble. It's like,
Lord.
You think it was like for a hot minute, it was going to be like the Smash Brothers killer. And then it happened. And then everyone went, well, that was a thing. And then they just proceeded to move on.
Yep. So because it's been like, a million months since I updated this, everyone in CongaConga wears masks. I don't know if they have faces modeled under those masks, but everyone in this village wears masks. Also, good lord, we are so short, or she is so tall that, Snek Clown is face level with her bosoms. Just saying.
It's okay, I'm looking respectfully. He lied. Narrator, he was not, in fact,
looking respectfully. So, as I always say, a new town means gadgets, and it only means gadgets. Because that is all the new towns are good for. May have to go back and take inventory because I don't have infinite money going spare, but now we have access to the large Geonite tanks. So,
it's telling to people who don't know your history with this game, Professor, that if people aren't aware, this is like his 4th playthrough.
Yes.
And to my knowledge, and so he has played this game a lot. He really, being a big fan of Monster Rancher that he is, this is basically the Shadow the Hedgehog situation again, where he's like, this is great, this is awful, I hate this so much.
Here's the thing, Monster Rancher EVO hurts me in a different way than Monster Rancher 3. Because with EVO, I'm like, I can see what they were trying to do. I can see somewhere under the 30 car pileup, somewhere down there is a good idea waiting to come to the surface. It's like...
Now it hurts you because you have the light at the end of the tunnel, and you're like, oh, Snek, Ultra Kaiju Monster Rancher. Snek's like, I just want to play this better game.
The sooner I finish EVO, the sooner I can switch over to Ultra Kaiju Monster Rancher. And I mentioned it in the Monster Rancher Discord, and Master Fenric was like, oh my god, you're going to play Ultra Kaiju Monster Rancher after you finish EVO? That's like the biggest whiplash in the franchise. And I'm like, I know, right?
It's...
Intelligence
and let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, if you were not around for the reveal and the first couple of months after Ultra Kaiju Monster Rancher was a thing, basically every single time he booted it up, it was a case of because if you're not aware, Snek is a huge Ultraman stan.
Yes.
And so it's like, oh my god, you got chocolate in my peanut butter in my chocolate. These are two things I like.
They're
together.
It is, and I remember, like, people were actually, like, pinging me on Twitter, and they're like, Snek, did you see? Like, yes, I saw it, and I'm watching it with great interest, and we weren't sure if it was going to get localized or not. So, like, people were, like, asking me, is it going to get localized? I'm like, dude, I'm not the first who's going to know. That's going to be, like, Monster Fenric. He'll be able to tell you sooner than I can. But that being said, I'm going to keep my eye on it, and then it was, and I'm like, yes, this is everything I wanted. This is basically, like, you take the foundations made by Monster Rancher 2, make it better, add Ultraman, and yeah, you have Ultra Kaiju Monster Rancher.
I get the situation, though, where, at least in the beginning, I feel like they kind of assumed you were going to have a tanky monster initially, because I, like an idiot, chose Alien Balton.
A couple people have complained about that. I need to take them off their trick so I can fix these. Shut up, Marlene. No one cares.
You have to understand, ladies and gentlemen, Snek and I watched, like, the first 7 Ultras in order.
Yes, like in pretty much one huge marathon. Though I will admit we skipped a couple episodes of Jack because, like, a lot of Return of Ultraman is really, like, circular in terms of its storytelling.
I think the problem is like the first bit where they were like, this is a brand new series that has no connections to any other. Okay, it's not a brand new series. It's actually connected to the last two.
With everything.
Yeah, which is kind of the tack that they take for the next 50 years.
Yep.
Even today. But that being said, the thing that made me fall in love with Balton was the fact that the very first episode that it shows up in, it's this, like, Twilight Zone-esque thing where there's this alien invasion and they're, like, snatching people, like, right underneath the Science Patrol's nose. And so Ide, the weapons scientist, is like, oh, it's okay. Maybe they're confused. We just need to communicate with them. And so he produces this absolute gibberish, and he's like, this is the universal language. And so he sees them, he approaches them, and he gives them his quote-unquote universal greeting. And they proceed to look at each other, and they're like, we don't understand your language. Go away.
Your space language is confusing, and it angers us.
And so they start shooting at him, yeah. And so, of course, I had to name my Balton Ide in his honor.
And funny enough, I actually got, like, one of the first DVD releases of Ultraman 1966. So, it actually has the Hawaii dub, where, like, it was basically, like, overdubbed by, like, 3 people.
It is the most 1960s thing, because it was done in, like, 1969, I want to say.
Yeah,
and so it's got, like... Yeah, and so you get a lot of that, wow, golly gosh, gee willikers there, you know, Mr. Ito, can I be a Science Patrol? Well, I think you can. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! And he falls into a bucket.
Yeah. I forget if I have to talk to Goffrey's mom manually, or if the story will just take us there. CongaConga also is kind of uselessly subdivided, but, like, I don't know why. Like, oh, that's a saucer shop.
You want to speak about violent whiplashes? Like the wackiness of Ultraman 66 to how absolutely dark and bleak Ultra 7 is?
I mean, like, Ultraman 66 had some serious episodes, but yeah, it was also kind of campy and goofy about it. Also, this is the statue of Mao Mao that Toro was talking about. He is like a big old fat turkey. Statue of Mao Mao, the protector of this village. What do you think? Pretty impressive, eh? Bro, you're more impressive than that thing is.
That looks like a thing that's in front of Harbor Freight that's gonna, you know, make someone's HOA incredibly mad.
Arise, chicken. Chicken, arise. I think this is...
The HOA statutes clearly state that you cannot have a shrine to Mao Mao in front of your front yard.
Oh yeah, here she is. Excuse us. Mama, could I talk to you? Are you the girl who was with Godfrey? That outfit. Are you from Tochika? Aha, so you know about Tochika, which makes no sense, but okay. Of course. The culture of our village is related to the ancient Tochikan. Our peoples traded with one another long ago. Really? I never knew that. This should make things simpler. I need to get Moo's horn. It's supposed to be in this area. People from the world of warp are trying to get it even as we speak. I thought as much, but to do what you want, you'll have to meet with Mau Mau. That's right, we came to meet with that monster. Take us to Mau Mau. That's impossible. The only person who can meet Mau Mau is the one who's been chosen as the envoy. Envoy? Didn't they say something about that to Godfrey? About being Mau Mau's envoy? That's right. Mau Mau guards Moo's horn and has brought prosperity to our village. Mau Mau is very strong and full of anima. Only one who has the same power, the same heart, can become the envoy and meet Mau Mau. What about you, Big Mama? You seem like the kind of gutsy broad who could handle the job. Nayuta? Don't be rude. You flatter me. She actually, pushed us away a little bit during that animation. Unfortunately, the envoy can only be a man. That's the way it's always been. I hope my son would do it, but no. I see. That's too bad. But I'll have to admit that you got more guts than my son ever had. Not many could say that kind of thing to me. I mean, you are four times our size.
All right, Professor, I have to ask now the serious questions that everyone that comes here is asking.
All right.
Smash or pass?
Yeah, I'm a smash.
Wow, that's not very proud of you, I must say.
This is a shock. I told you peeping wasn't a good idea, Godfrey. I'm in trouble.
It isn't a shock. I saw that coming from a mile away.
No, did you know the demo for Big Beautiful Women came out?
What?
Yes, the game I was talking about when we were recording Beneath Her Gaze. It's literally just entitled...
Lord. I'm just gonna have to get some. I'm gonna have to get some booze then.
What's wrong, Nayuta? You look upset. Earlier, when we fought the Queen of Warp in the desert, 6 months ago, I found this. It's a piece of the monster's mask. I just picked it up without thinking. It feels so dark and sad. It's like I'm holding pure evil in my hand. No, this is just a Joker. It's not even a Gitan or a Jitan or a Jitan or however you say it. I don't care. I freaking hate those things. Why did I pick something like that up?
It's a piece of a overrated, Joker 2019 was overrated. I guess is ultimately what I'm trying to say.
I was wondering where you were going with that.
Yeah, I mean, Joker the monster is fine. Joker the film that everyone read way too much into is not. And it's fine, but everyone tried to make it something that it wasn't. I get the sense also from Barbie, and a lot of people tried to make Battle Angel Alita the same. I really, really hate this entire thing where it's OMG, if you're not for this thing, you're for that other thing. Guys.
That's not how the world works.
Guys, I know you love. I know you guys love the Nintendo versus Sega thing. I know you guys did. You gotta let it go, okay? You gotta let it go.
It's true. It's an unpleasant thing to happen.
Now makes awesome kart racers, and Nintendo is becoming Ultimate Evil, okay?
Yes.
It's completely different now.
It is. Things change, But jealousy, hatred, dark loneliness, these feelings may be evil, but we all have them one time or another. Or if you're a Tomodachi bro, that's basically your default operating standard, so, shrug. Snek Clown.
ERB, Snek's gonna become who's gonna become a sad boy SoundCloud rapper now?
This is the purpose of the fragment. Tell us the truth about ourselves. To know the truth, you must understand the darker emotions. Otherwise, we are bound someday to make terrible mistakes. That makes literally no sense, but whatever.
We're bound to make terrible mistakes, like start a YouTube channel.
Okay. Yeah, Nayuta's as unconvinced as I am. I'm just saying, the thing is, Joker masks are actually cursed. That's a thing. In the Monster Rancher 2 Joker event, freaking Pabs, puts on the Joker's mask and it locks onto his face and tries to possess him. It's even post-mortem, you have to assume that Joker artifacts are just cursed and like just act accordingly. You are making this huge philosophical point about nothing.
Aren't they literally supposed to be the emissary of the devil? Again, to how like galleys are the emissary of God?
No, actually, monols are the emissaries of evil. Jokers, instead, as of Advance 2, share a relationship with Pixie, actually. Jokers represent death and entropy, and Pixies represent life and energy. That's what the game says. I can only say what it tells me.
That just makes me laugh. Also, there's some serious, like, Promethean... I understand where they're coming from with Monol, the entire, like... But also, on another hand, I'm like, really? The Arthur C. Clarke reference is ultimate evil?
I think they did that almost retroactively, because, like, Monol being jet black means, like, oh, that's how you get, like, all the dark or evil monsters in Monster Ranchers 1 and 2, so, like... I almost feel like that might have been a retcon, but it's hard to say because magic is intimately tied to Galleon Monol, and that's a thing. We're near the end of our adventure.
We choose to ignore that for reasons.
Ah.
Go away, Tecmo says.
Yeah. We're just gonna dip this guy in some purple paint, and it'll be fine. Worked for Jinx, it'll work here.
Hello there, I am Purple Magic. Purveyor of the Purple Dragon.
Oof. It's like some new powers rising up from within. You can create Joker monsters. You might be able to create using some saucers. We couldn't before. Let's try it out. Now, Utah, are you high right now? Just be honest.
A little.
I will not judge you.
I got me some of that purple drag.
From Purple Magic. Godfrey, cheer up. My heart, weak, no doubt. Oh, we're back to Hulk speaking again. Mother was right. Acting. Going. Shatner. Captain James Tiberius Kirk of the planet Earth. People are born alone. They begin alone.
For the record, ladies and gentlemen, he didn't actually talk like that in the original series. There was, I forget his name, but there was a very famous comic who did impersonations of Shatner.
Of Shatner,
and that's
doing
where it comes from.
that intonation. Like, Shatner never actually spoke like that.
Well, I mean, that's where we get Beam Me Up, Scotty, and yeah, the entire, like, Shatner has to have awkward pauses in his speech. It's like, yeah, he spoke like that occasionally, but it wasn't...
He does, but it's not as pronounced as people make it out to be.
Yeah.
But
yeah, exactly.
We all start with Mother and Father, we aren't alone. But Tico, why are you talking like that now?
I'm sorry, it's a mind virus. It's affecting me too.
Sorry, Tico, I didn't mean to infect you with the mind virus. Don't worry about it, Godfrey. I'm fine. I mean, now I'm with all you guys. I've become really strong. Really? Yeah, really? What? Is it embarrassing hanging out with us? Given what you wear? Yeah, a little bit. It's like Tico says, we walk together, we grow together. Yes, being together is no shame. Together we're strong. To be ashamed is bad. I see. Godfrey, a strong heart cannot be learned. I stay with everyone. This is the right choice. I meet with Mother again. That's right, Godfrey. Now you're talking like Shatner. Boy, you can be a pain. How very confounding. At this point, we're probably going to skip ahead a little bit and do the next obligatory circus show, and then we'll go talk to Godfrey's mom. Or she'll just come to us. Never mind. Shut my stupid mouth. What is it now, Godfrey? You can come here as often as you like. It won't change anything. That's not true. Listen, this village exists because the envoy gives Mau Mau our offerings. You have to take this seriously. I am taking it seriously. I've grown. I know it. My friends have helped me. Oh, really? Well then, let's see how strong your friends are. What? Nani? Generations, in order to meet Mau Mau, the envoys had to collect conga bananas, Mau Mau's favorite food. So I need you to go into the jungle and find some conga bananas. If we do that, then you'll recognize Godfrey as the envoy. They aren't easy to find. If you're able to do it, I'll be forced to reconsider my opinion. Alright, leave it to us. Let's go, Nayuta. Okay. Alright, you're still on the drink, aren't you?
A little. Hey, Snack Cloud, you want some of this real potion?
Go, we're gonna schedule a showtime. And no, Nayuta.
Showtime!
Magical, Magida. Magical showtime.
Bibbidi-bobbidi-boo says.
Shabba-dooby touchdown, cheek. This is the high-quality commentary that people tune in for. It's Kamen Rider Wizard by way of VTuber references.
What? What? Shibbidi-bobbidi-boo, headshot.
Please.
We still haven't done them in the Kamen Rider thing yet.
That's true.
Granted, you still haven't finished Drive, so...
Yeah, I need to sit my happy butt down and actually like start watching. Because like Zezit's just dropped, and like that one's actually like simulcasting. So you want to talk about historic
and
what's that?
You would need to do ZO there, my friend.
Yeah,
too.
I have quite a few to catch up on. I mean,
we in the business like to call it, Decade 2, Decade Harder.
Which is funny as he does show up and continues to like be a huge passive-aggressive jerk about the whole thing.
Well, that's because, the character actor who loves Kamen Rider and basically goes out of his way to play Decade as much as he can.
Yeah.
So,
and
even to the point where... Oh,
good.
I was just going to say, he's done a bunch of appearances in America.
Yep.
That's how much he loves, Kamen Rider. So.
And the funny thing is, Zio's Transform Bangle, it is literally the Decade. It is the Decade drive that lets him use his... Whoops. Well, I forgot that it speeds up, and I'm out of practice.
Snek is too busy talking about Kamen Rider. This is what happened to me the other day when I was playing Fast Food Simulator. I was trying to explain, missile technology to you guys.
And you got thrown off your game, yes. I always say it's like I'm being the Monster Rancher version of John Madden, but I'm both commentating and playing the field at the same time. But why does adding fire, make it better training for the monster? I'm a little puzzled on our methodology here, Albert. I mean, admittedly, I'm the one who's... I'm the jerk who stuck the level 3 cores in all these machines, but still, it is more efficient, so there's no reason not to, ultimately.
Now you can be Baby Pooghym's friend.
That's true. Excellent.
I'd love for you to meet her again. She'd probably be like, and who are you supposed to be?
I saw you when you were knee-high to a grasshopper, little one. Yeah, you shake that stick, Beaclon. You show them what you're made of.
Take what your baby gave you.
No one knows what this means. Not even the author of the comic. Oops.
I mean, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
I mean, that was the kind of energy it brought, to be fair. People who've watched the channel for a while would know we're fans of the web series Axe Cop. And the chaotic energy that brought with it. I named my Zilla after Unibaby. Of all the Meet the Monsters, like, he definitely deserved better than he got. If I allowed Gold Peaches, he'd probably be the one to get it. Well, I'm not going to, but that's purely because, like, all monsters need to be measured by the same standard. So, like, no fusion, no peaches, no plant eggs, etc., etc. Or if you're my doodle, you just get, like, cracked in the head and die publicly. Excuse me, Albert. Okay. Yeah, raising a doodle is suffering, let me tell ya. It's apparently a reference to another Tecmo game, but it's not one that I'm familiar with. Doodle and Sketch are the player's 1 and 2 characters for some other Tecmo title, and that's why they became monsters. Yeah, I just had to eat that one. Yeah, that one you mess up once, no matter what, you will just flunk it, so gotta make the best of it. You still got like over 70%, which is really not bad all told. If we're lucky, I might be able to activate it. No, that's not, definitely not the one I wanted to activate. I was trying to get back to my red egg. Because like, Beaklon's already at 100, and I literally have him just so that, you know, he has something to do. Yeah, you shake that stick. Ladies love sticks. Well, it is what it is. I like how Godfrey is just so big that Albert doesn't even try to hold his hand during the standing ovation moment.
Yay!
Alright, Guy is now too old to gain stats, so he literally gets nothing. I was worried over nothing. Beaklon was the MVP and got 83 to life. Monster Rancher EVO, everybody. Okay, alright, we have to have the meeting, and then we can go talk to Godfrey's mom. Actually, I think we might just be able to schedule the adventure now. We can, yes, excellent. Having done that, we are pretty much as prepared as we're going to get. How much money do we have to draw that? 14,000. That's enough for now. Again, the only thing you need to buy is gadget parts, so you're never really too pressed. Yeah, see, they think that they're, like, quote-unquote neutralizing your monster because it can't gain any more stats, but it can still literally do everything else. So if you already have, like, a really ridiculously powerful monster, it doesn't matter. Thanks, Dash. You just knocked my trash can over for whatever reason. No, wrong monster. There we go. Now we're entering the jungle. So, now, if you're thinking, Snek, is this going to be like every other adventure in the game? Yes, yes it is. Never seen plants like these before. This is Mau Mau Jungle, huh? Lots and lots of strays around here. Pretty aggressive. Be careful. How are you supposed to find anything in a thick jungle like this? Not to worry, Nayuta. Eat, Lambert. Used to call me Jungle Fiend, you know. Chopped some grass, made a bit more of a path for you. Coughing. In brackets. Lambert? Pardon me, I should be able to handle a small job like this. Perhaps the heat is getting to me. Lambert, why don't you leave the rest to us and go on back to the tent? Thank you, mister. I'm very sorry to have caused your concern. Good luck to you, for Godfrey's sake, too. Now, you'll excuse me. Lambert is, like, way cooler than everyone else in this game, I'm just saying. So, once again, we just want to go for the G, because all treasure boxes are just Jack in the Cho waiting to happen. And I hate Jack in the Cho. Every single thing that we have done up to this point is literally the exact same. We are changing nothing. Pushing no envelopes and innovating in 0% of the ways. So what's really interesting is someone proposed the idea. I forget who said it. I might have been Marissa Blackwing, who said that the animation of like the monster blocking the attack might be something different than them just dodging. But honestly, I don't really think that's the case. I think... Let's see, which button was it? That's swap monster. I just need to use the control monster button. There we go. I completely forgot the controls already. But I can't punch through this. I can punch through everything else, but not this one. Super dumb. God, the controls of like using the monster on expeditions is such a hassle. So that map is in Objective Lie. So we have to go around the long way, of course. So don't you guys love wasting time on pointless stuff? I mean, there's no real objectives to any of this. It's really just... What am I doing? How do I do this? I forgot how to... Yep. It's been so long since I updated, I forgot the controls again. Okay, we can just head north and kind of blitz that way. So by this late in the game, your monsters are going to pretty much already know, like, all the stuff you want them to know. So, like, it's really weird, then, that they just kind of, like, presuppose that by this leg of things, you're going to want to fuse the monster. It's like, why? You'd be starting basically from scratch. It's not worth it. Oh no, my monster can't gain stats. Well, guess what? They can do literally everything else, so who cares? It's not really much of a penalty when it doesn't really mechanically impact how the player relates to the monsters, which is why I say that EVO is the most hands-off Monster Rancher title. Because Monster Rancher 4, you had an avatar, alright, but you could go up to your monster, you could feed your monster, you could pet them on the head, or scold them, or give them items and stuff. It's like, in this game, you do nothing with your monsters. You give them orders, and you just watch them do it. It's like, basically you're a Pokemon trainer. You break them of any kind of individual will or personality, and then you just, like, send them off, and they're there to just be a means to an end. Like, the story isn't even really about monsters. Like, there's Moo, who's, like, a dragon, so, like, ergo a monster, but it's the story itself as a whole is, like, barely about monsters at all. Now that you've seen you here, you're doomed. It's time to fight. Dottie? Sorry, but we're in a hurry. Hey! Is that any kind of way to talk to your fated rival, Baron Dottie? See how little respect they give us? It's positively shocking. Yes, well, will they be able to keep up that attitude after they see this, I wonder? Our big surprise! Ta-da! Hey, that's a Tochika instrument. While we were lost in the desert that time, we just happened to find it. Haha, we've lost to you and your despicable instrument up until now, but at last the tables are turned. And now we can finally put an end to our fated rival story. Hey, by the way, about that instrument. Do you know how to play it? What? How to play it? Well, of course I do. I'm omniscient and omnipotent. Never underestimate Dottie, my reverend-haired lady. Okay, now I'm sure of it. They have absolutely no idea. No idea at all. But we better be careful anyway. Okay, let the battle begin. I have to say, EVO has really good music. That is like, if I... okay. Freaking Golem just got an easy shot in on my high-speed monster. That's a little annoying. Just gonna say it. That kind of took the wind out of my sails a bit. I had to restart a stupid expedition already. I'll just cut ahead, but like, seriously, that was stupid. Welcome to Monster Rancher, right? I remember I was playing Line Monster Farm, because I play on my lunch breaks when I get the chance. And there was a bit where my monster missed, like, they not missed, they failed on their training, even though they had like a 5% failure rate. And I'm like, only in Monster Rancher, like, only in Monster Rancher could a 5% failure rate become an actual hurdle to your progress. Well, I sat here, like, mocking fusion. Now I'm just like, do I need to fuse? Is this what the game's trying to tell me? Like, I do so little mechanically in this game. I actually saw a discussion in the Monster Rancher Discord where they were like, oh, there's these items called monster bromides. And I'm like, what is that? And apparently you have to, like, go through some particular steps with certain breeds to get these, like, rare items. But, like, I've done so little with it because, like, the game gives you no incentive to explore. Like, for a game all about adventuring, right? Like, there's no incentive to explore or better learn the mechanics of the game. There's nothing to gain. It's like there's this entire class of items that I didn't even know existed, like, up until I saw them talking about it. Alright, Keaton. Yeah, as Yutaka was saying earlier, before he exploded again, I played through this game. I think this is probably the 4th full front-to-back playthrough I've done of the game. Because, like, I played it back when it was new. I pre-ordered EVO, right? Like, talk about disappointing games, right? Around that time, I think I also pre-ordered Shadow the Hedgehog, so that was a rough time for me in my my bank account. So, yeah, like, I got it, played through then, I played through again later, for my friends, actually. It was kind of, sort of like a Let's Play. And now I'm, like, here, 3rd or 4th time, and I'm like, I never bothered at all, because, like, the game just doesn't incentivize it. This stupid thing is worthless, dumb instrument. My feelings exactly, I'm positively disappointed. Never mind, well, let's say we leave, milady. Yes, let's do. Yeah, keep running. Look, Conga bananas. Great, now we can go back to the village and get permission to see Mau Mau. Yeah, then we can get the Moo Horn and complete my mission. But then our adventure will be over, I guess. What's the matter, Nayuta? Aren't you happy? Of course I'm happy. Just because, like, the Moo mission is completed doesn't mean, like, you have to leave. You can just, like, hang around, you know? Your efforts and everybody's is finally going to pay off. Yeah, but until we get that horn, we have to stay focused. But if Mau Mau's protecting the horn, then why does it matter if we have it? The Moo Horn is it? If they're that excited about it, it must be quite an instrument. Baron Dottie, if we could get a hold of it, we could really turn the tables on them. Lady Petty, you're positively evil yourself. Oh no, not as evil as you, Baron Dottie. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. So, yeah. If you're thinking, is that all there is? No. No, there's more. Don't think for an instant that we're done, because we're not. Look, Mama, we did it! Well now, you did at that. Those are some impressive friends you have there. Yes, they're the best. But can you bear to part with those friends of yours? What? If you can make such a big decision, then it means that you become truly strong. This is your last test. No! I understand, Mama. So you have an answer for me. Yes, I can't give up my friends. Are you going against what I told you to do? Don't forget, choosing your friends means giving up this village, too. Are you really prepared to do that? You can say what you like. I won't abandon my friends. That's my answer. I can't live without them. We help each other out. We make each other stronger. And we stick together. Doesn't that make me strong, too? Ha ha! Ha 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 ha! Mama? Ah, you're finally ready to leave me. That's the test. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Yep. As I said, EVO takes no risks and push no envelopes. It is just shonen anime trope of the week per episode. I know it's been hard on you. Everyone's been counting on you from the day you were born. Maybe I was too hard on you. I think it backfired. It just made you weaker and more scared. That's why I wanted you to go and find yourself, your own way of living. And it looks like you finally found your path in life. Well done, Godfrey. I'm proud of you. Mama. It's time that I cast a spell on you that will allow you to meet Mau. Come here, Godfrey. Is it really a spell, or are you just, like, making it up? Ah, I guess it is a spell. Look at that. Mama, what's that? You felt it, did you? That was my anima. You will make a wonderful envoy, my son. Go and meet Mau. Here's to the finest crew in Starfleet. Snekland, it looks like the monster has finally reached the end of its working lifespan. Unfortunately, its parameters won't be improving anymore, but it's not like it's going to die. You can still take it with you on adventures, and I know you can combine it, pass on its DNA to the next generation. If you're satisfied with how you raised it, the next generation should be quite good. Think about it. So there's this whole to-do. There's like... In fact, I'll just show it real quick. So, there is a DNA stat. And the whole idea is this DNA stat is supposed to dictate how many times they can fuse, and yada yada. It doesn't matter, because we're playing Monster Rancher EVO. And we're back to this thing. So right back where we left off, really. You know, it might actually be a little easier to just put Maya first. Okay. Right. Once again, let's just... So, once again, map has not really changed. We're going to do precisely the same thing we just did. Only hopefully a little bit faster this time, with less fail on my part. I mean, on the one hand, you probably want a smarter Let's Player. On the other hand, if you had that, they wouldn't be playing Monster Rancher EVO, now would they? My guts built up a little bit. Yeah, that's probably good enough. Why worry about it? I mean, really. He's bound and determined to use that one particular punch. I think the one downside to this team, I think like all my monsters are like really high guts cost monsters. Red Eye Mask. Okay. Oh yeah, you do reach the threshold where you stop gaining AP. Oh well, good thing I already have everything I need. Like, it's a point-buy system. You're just gonna buy the stuff that's most advantageous for your monster and move on. There's a stray up here. Turn around. Or just see me through the wall. Why not? Alright. A little bit of luck. I'll take it. You know, maybe I should let Eagle King try. See if we can make something happen here. Yeah, that's about what I figured. That works. Of course. If they didn't have the most annoying ability in the game, I wouldn't be playing Monster Rancher EVO. Please die. I also don't really think something like named Final Guts should trigger when you have low guts. Feels like that should be like, oh, if you have like above 50 or something, right? PK Psychokinesis, I guess? Alright. Where was I going? Right, straight ahead. Alright, now we're in the second leg of the jungle. And you might notice there's a little bit of a non-linear approach. Well, that is deliberate. Because of all monster unlocks we get at this point, we get Raiden. Why? I don't know. Looks like this monster's not moving. No, he's moving. You can see his claw moving. Walkers of the path. Whoa, did the monster just speak? No, this is just like the time of King Monolith. This is the voice of Anima, whatever that means. I am the sage of Mau Mau. I am the master of courage. I am he that sees thine strength. Strength, you mean in battle. Will thou accept my challenge? Bring it on. Can't stop now. Good. Now I shall know thy true strength. Yeah, Woolsey did it, so therefore we should be allowed to do it too. Even though I sound verily, very silliest. The rate things are going, I'll probably have no choice but to fuse monsters, and then there'll be a small eternity before I update this again. I thought Raiden was a Guts Eater. Like, why is that? Like, he seems to be attacking for about as much as we are, but I remember, like, in Advance 2 and 4, Raiden's attacks all had, like, huge Guts cost. Now Zan's still just, like, chilling out back there all by himself. I blocked you with my butt. The mark of true skill. Yeah, let's not awkwardly stare each other down, don't mind me. I have to say, this is not my favorite combat engine. The fact that all I want to do is exploit it says a lot about it. Now I know thy true strength. Alright, Snek Clan. Strong-hearted ones, take this gift. Red feather acquired in blue. A red feather? It's beautiful. Strong-hearted ones, now thou shalt take the next challenge. He disappeared. Right. This monster was a mental projection born of a powerful Anima. Godfrey and Ayuta, let's move out. Well, the clown has demanded it, so what choice do you have, really? Let's see. Right, so this place is, despite what it looks like, this place is effectively completely linear. So, yeah. He was with us the whole time! Oh, walkers of the path. I knew it, he's stuck inside our heads. Sage of Mau Mau, I rule over love and friendship. I am he that sees thine heart. That's all well and good, but what are we supposed to do? Shh, he's trying to say something. Around the water, a sleeping magician, 2 hearts. Bring back the answer that I seek. Ah, that's it? That's our clue? Bring back the answer that I seek. Looks like it. Won't say more. The door. When did that open? I didn't notice it at all. Mostly because they didn't give it an animation to move. So, whatever. Whatever, there must be something on the other side. Let's go. Wow, for once, like, Snek Clown's the one who's taking this situation seriously. That's a rare occurrence. So now we're gonna head over this way. Probably better just deal with that monster first. We're gonna have to, because we have to do a lap around the area. I went the wrong way, because I am dumb. I don't have a choice. That's not the door that was opened. Okay, let's size up our situation here so we don't get ambushed. Is he on the other side? It must be. Am I... No, I just somehow managed to completely miss him. Nice. Whatever. Die is cast now. Whee. I was going to try to hit him from behind, but... Give me your cheeseburgers, fat boy. You know, it's actually kind of funny. The first time that I actually raised a plant is when I raised Mushtan in the Monster Rancher 4 Let's Play. I had never actually raised a plant before, if you guys can believe it. But funny enough, it was actually part of my Monster Rancher Battle Card Episode 2 strategy. So I had Golem, Plant, and Zilla cards for my monsters. And that way, all my monsters just had, like, enormous pools of health. It actually worked kind of good. That deck was not terrible. Okay, now I've dealt with him. Let's see, I think it's this thing. Yep, there we go. Ah, I know this. What is it, Godfrey? It's a treasure of mine. Minudal gave it to me. Minudal? But why is it here? I don't know. It disappeared years ago. Now you found it again, you might as well take it back. It means a lot to you and Minudal, right? Yes. Oh, we haven't found the sage's answer yet. Yeah, let's go back for now, though. There? Did you use the wrong there, Snek Clown? Am I gonna have to slap you for failing 3rd grade English? So if you haven't figured it out already, this is the answer the sage wanted. That's the whole 2 hearts thing. Once again, pushing no envelopes, taking no risks. You have found it. Found what? What that man carries is what I seek, thy soul. This, but why? Kind soul that loves others, one that holds memories tight. The envoy must be strong and kind. Kind-hearted ones, take thee this gift. Blue feather required. A blue feather. It's beautiful. Kind-hearted ones, challenge thee now, the next trial. You kind of slipped out of your ye old English there, pal. You disappeared. Another door's opened over there. Right, Coffee, Nayuta, let's move out. You're like, when did Snek Clown become competent? Okay, it's like we just need to do a hard left. No? Oh, this guy. Right. Yeah. I didn't even mean to make that pun. Walkers of the path. Okay, we can pass any trial you like. I'm the Sage of Mau Mau. Good thing he's not the Sage of Patience. The ruler of hope. I am he that sees shine resolve. Resolve? Oh, envoy. Me? No man nor woman may pass this place lest they be the envoy. Thou must go on alone. No one's. Thou must now leave this place. You have to leave Godfrey and go back to the village? There's no way we can do that, right, Snek Clown? Like, literally, this is, what we already, like, had happen back in the village. We can't do that. Godfrey, the envoy, was also our friend. Darn right, we stay together. Snek Clown, Nayuta. Very well. We shall see if the ties that bind thee are true. Come on, then. We have to go forward no matter what. And if you guess it's exactly the same fight as every other fight, well, you're half right. It's like different monsters, I guess. honestly, in terms of like combat in Monster Rancher, if you had 4's like basic combat, but then like added in that one caveat that Monster Rancher DS did, where like empty attack slots become defense tiles, I think you'd have pretty much like the best possible combat of all options in Monster Rancher. Now, you're free to disagree with me, and I'd love to hear your takes down in the comments, but that's just like me speculating off the cuff. Don't get me wrong, I love Monster Ranchers 1 and 2, but like, in terms of the franchise, I think they're also the ones that are most overexposed. And I think 4 really only needed minor tweaks to be something great, and it's only a shame that I didn't see it all the way through. I know thy true strength. Alright, Snek Clown. Strong-hearted ones, take this gift. Yellow F. A yellow F? It's beautiful. Strong-hearted ones, we 3 sages do recognize thee as envoys of Mau Mau. Of the Mau Mau? You may proceed. Papa ooh Mau Mau, Papa ooh Mau Mau. Mau Mau's ahead. We'll finally meet Mau Mau. Godfrey, Naruto, let's go. Okay. Why do you keep forcing me to dismount, Maya? I just want to have my monster and, like, ride in style through the level. Ooh, it's a spoopy face. Let's see. Hard right, hard left. And by left, I mean right, because I am dumb. Huh? The path ends here. That's weird. I definitely get a sense of some really strong anima coming from this way. Don't worry, leave it to me. What are you gonna do, Godfrey? Mama told me, here, there's a barrier that keeps humans away. If Messenger wants to go through, need spell. That's great. Fire away then, Godfrey. Okay. Mau Mau. Mau Mau. How are you doing? Why don't you let us see you once in a while? Yes, that's the joke. That's the joke. See? Good spell. Good messenger. Yeah, that was pretty good, but that was kind of a cheesy spell, wasn't it? You don't know any magic, Snek Clown. You shouldn't be casting judgment here. Okay, so, this is it. This is literally a straight line to the boss. And I gotta say, this map in particular is actually kind of cool. You get a real sense of scale, like, there's the water around the trees, and like the ruins, and like the trees are all curled around. Like, this is really cool if it was in a different game. I don't need your help. The only thing that could possibly go wrong here is if he uses the big laser beam attack, where it turns into a button-mashing minigame, so, yeah. Naruto, can you hear a voice? Just like with King Monolith in the underground ruins. I hear a voice talking into my head. It must be Mau Mau. Hey, did you guys come for it? You came to get the horn, didn't you? Darn it. Chicken arise. Arise, chicken. Mau Mau, I'm Naruto, a shrine maiden. As King Monolith said, we've come for the Moo Horn. Huh? Liar? Can't trust any of these guys. Well, you're not getting it, darn it. Mau Mau, it's me, your messenger. No good. Too excited, he won't listen. That horn, I'm not giving it to anybody. If you want it, you'll have to take it, darn it. Look out! Naruto, Godfrey, get back! Something like that. Alright, Maya, go do the one thing you do in these fights. Good job, Gigi. Now it's time to just start chiseling away. Yeah, he has this very annoying ability where he gets guts every time you hit him. Kinda dumb, not gonna lie. I guess I was just, like, complaining about the Gen 1ers, but I do have to say, like, I kind of like the Monster Rancher games where, like, the guts meters are still moving while the attack animation is playing out. Like, it feels a little bit more like real time. I don't know, that's just kind of like always been my take on it. I think that's a little more engaging. So, naturally, we don't want to waste too much time. Every time he gets a swing at us, no matter how bad the odds, you know, comes a time where eventually he's going to roll that D100 and be successful. So, we really want to avoid that and not have Maya die, because, well, you guys see how my strategy kind of comes undone when that happens. Wish I had like 1,000,000 health and the ability to just regen guts whenever hit. That would sure make things easy for me, too. Giant turkey. Kind of looks like a turkey, too. Like a turkey mixed with a peacock. Yeah. Awkward staring contest time. Ah, welcome back.
Hi, Stack.
Oh, Noodle-san. Your brother had joined us earlier and he vanished. You have joined us just in time for the boss fight against the Super Ultra Chicken.
Wow.
Yes, this is,
I guess my timing was impeccable.
I see what you did there. Yes, that means it's really owl or nothing. Yes, to give you the TLDR, this is the guardian deity Mau Mau, and we need to beat him up because he went on a rampage for some reason, and he is in possession of the dark instrument known as Moo's Horn. Now if you're going, that makes no sense, well, don't worry about it. It doesn't really make sense in context.
Is that MU or MO?
So, it's both, but maybe not for the reason you might expect. Because, in Monster Rancher 2, there was a rare dragon whose name in Japanese was Mu M-U. And when it was translated, they didn't know how else to do it, so they just named it M-O-O. Then the anime happened and made it a huge plot point, and then EVO did the same thing, which is the game we're playing now. So they just retained the original localization, so the entire time they keep referring to it as Mu M-O-O. What was I doing? Oh no. Good, back to your senses. Listen, Mau Mau. I'm... blah, 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 blah. I see, you're from Tochika. I'm sorry, I've been guarding the horn for so long. What was I thinking? No, you've been doing your duty. I'm sure it was much more difficult than we can imagine. Sitting here doing nothing and all that. Quite strong, just take it. It's on top of this rock. Wow, that's how it works. That's Moo's horn. Not as in Moo's horn as in the things growing out of his head, but a instrument, a musical instrument. At last I can see.
I gathered from the instrument of destruction part.
Yes, yes. I pray that this land will find peace. What? Mau Mau? I'm old, darn it. And he just pops back into a saucer stone. Don't ask, I don't know. Saucer. Mau Mau may have died, but he'll be reborn. The saucer must be placed on the altar. That's the envoy's most important task. So, when the envoy puts the stone on the altar, Mau Mau's reborn and can protect the village again. That is an important job. That's right. And Yuta, don't forget the horn. Yes. Let us borrow this for a bit, Mau Mau. So, basically, there is... How do I even explain this? EVO happens in its own weird branch timeline where nothing really makes sense. And apparently, there is the Warp. And the Warp are full of furries. And the furries want to revive Mu to continue an ancient war that apparently happened like 20 years ago. So, yeah. Nigga, are you okay?
Okay,
I'm really...
Yes.
not really exaggerating, the story doesn't make any sense.
I guess Flash gets his canon, and there are, in fact, furries that the Black Templars crusade against.
Yep. The horn! Don't worry, my black-haired beauty. What? Ha! Now we have the super weapon that we have been searching for. We couldn't just let you have it. Well, bye! That's the comic relief villains. They're called the Violet Cats. That's not what you think it is. They are dumb as rocks. They are kind of also the reason that the warp got Moo's Saucer Stone, so... The future of the world depends on that. Give it back. Please. Well, we are officially incompetent. Because we literally just let it sit there and let them have it. We are very good at our jobs. Asked in the village about the couple that Godfrey saw, but no one's seen anything. Okay, thanks, Doll. I searched too, but had no luck.
Cough, cough, but I'm sick right now.
Like, you do not understand how awesome this old guy is. He's basically the coolest character in the game. And he was like an assistant to the king and basically had like 1 million titles because he was basically like the kingdom's most unstoppable monster breeder and knight at the same time. And he's just like, oh, I must be slowing down in my old age. I could only kill like 9,000 dudes today, and now I'm a little winded.
I guess it's the old adage of beware an old man in a profession where men die young.
That is true facts, yes. Uncle, I wish you would just stay here and rest. Let the young ones deal with that. My apologies, Princess. I just want to try to help. I want to find those two before something bad happens. If we don't, they might get caught up in all this. They're already caught up in this, Nayuta! Let's search the jungle again. No one saw them leave. They must still be there. Yeah, might still be in time. You know, it's okay if we wait a few weeks, though. Not going to be a big deal or anything. So, I'll schedule it for the end of the month. Wait, no, not Showtime. Adventure. It'd be funny if I just decided, kick back and throw a circus show in the meantime, but not really what I'm shooting for, despite what some people might think.
What? What are you talking about?
Monster is retired. Eagle King has...
Animal.
Eagle King has injured! Monster Hunter EVO also has a notoriously bad translation. Thought he was resting last week. How did he get injured? Trip over his own 2 feet? Monster you're raising is starting to grow. It's a good thing I don't care about any of that. Yep, they're definitely still alive in the middle of the jungle in the middle of December. We can definitely wait a few more weeks.
Well, I mean, I guess depending on the climb, the being December might not matter.
Yeah, I was about to say
Also,
maybe that... Man,
Also, what hemisphere are you in? Because if you're hanging out with Brownie, then... Oof.
we are in the deep south, yes.
Oh no.
We are, I think at the southern tip of the continent. So let me rotate monsters so I can get my mount on. It's like we are going the same direction for a 3rd time. Because Monster Hunter EVO was definitely made competently. Definitely.
Oh, I'm sure it was.
So, I know you've hung around me at least some length of time. How inundated in the Monster Rancher lore have I caused you to be? Like, how much do I need to explain what's happening here?
I know that in Monster Rancher, you breed monsters, and then you use the monsters to fight each other. I don't know any sort of thing aside from I just remember there being a lot of the games so far as I remember things were just like, you're just like, oh yep, I'm just gonna go and become the best at the breeding and the fighting of the monsters, and I don't remember really any plot aside from that. There probably did exist plot, but...
Like a little bit, honestly. Not that much. It's a lot of, like, background lore and, like, stuff that's happened in the world and, like, the minor skirmishes that happened, but, like, in terms of, like, broad storytelling, you pretty much know what you need to know. Over there, look! Dottie, what happened? Oh, you're from the circus. Please help me carry Dottie. What is it? What happened?
It's also the one where, you know, monsters were... you can breed monsters off of CDs or something.
Correct. In the first 5 mainline games, you could use CDs, and later 3 DVDs as well, because they were on the PS2. After we left... Haha, at last I have my revenge! You did it! Well done, Dottie! Yes, well done. What? And then a furry showed up!
Oh no. My worst nightmare.
At last, the horn that controls Moo is mine. Haha, we have everything we need to grant your majesty's wish! You can't go taking someone else's things? Who are you anyway? Says the guy who was, like, fashioning himself to be the ultimate supervillain. My name is Dai Long. I am the king of the place they call the Warp. But never heard of it.
Oh no.
Anyway, yes, he is the king of the Warp. That's ours. Return that horn to the Great Bear and Dottie. Begone, fool! I shall point at you another time.
Avant, foul demon.
Stop it! I'll protect you, Dottie! No, my lady, stay back! Why do you keep insisting on standing up to us? Your Majesty, what shall we do with this human girl? You can't treat a lady like this! Let the girl go this time. Don't mistake foolishness for courage. It can get you killed. Or worse yet, yiffed. Your Majesty?
Fate worse than death.
I had a child once. We got what we came for. There's no need to fight. Let's go, Woo. Wish people wouldn't change their minds so often. Definitely a face you can trust, right?
Oh, definitely.
And he's been bleeding out last 4 weeks. We've just been standing here waiting. His horn was stolen by people from the Warp World. That's terrible. Calm down, Ayuda. For now, Petty, help us bring Dottie to the tent. Yes. Drag this unconscious corpse back with us. Just another Tuesday, I guess. Where am I? This is the inside of our tent. Hey, we have a furry on our party. You know, just that's a thing, apparently.
Ah, I see we're radicals. Consorting with the filthy monstrosities.
My lady, where's Lady Petty? Petty told us about what happened. She's gone with Godfrey to buy some medicine. I see. My lady is safe. But who on earth were those troublemakers? Well, you see... Once, there was this big war. It sounded like it was 100 years ago, but it was actually like 15 or 20. And, they showed up declaring they would enact the Gifening. And something, spiritual energy, something never shows up in the franchise again. Something, here we are. I've been such a fool. I had no idea something so important was happening. Now it's too late to get upset about it now. It's over and done with. Oh, I almost forgot. Who is that black-haired beauty? What? Who? Just leave Nayu alone. Yeah, he's been obsessed with our assistant since, the game started. Even though, the girl he's been traveling with totally has a thing for him. It's a whole thing. It's all played for shonen comedy, anyway.
I hear the assistants are frequently waifus.
Often. Yes. If only I'd gotten the horn like I was supposed to, none of this would have happened. Nayuda? I got you all involved in my problems, and then I go and ruin everything. What was I thinking? Don't say that. You never would have made it this far if it wasn't for you. And you told me yourself that being truly strong means going on at times like this, even when things get tough. But now it's our turn to help you, so come on, you can do it. Your friends are with you. Thank you. Besides, it's not like you to be so quiet. What's that supposed to mean? Well, maybe you're right. Come on, can't give up now. Yes, you're right. We must stop the yiffening, no matter the cost. Now that things have calmed down a bit, we have to decide what we're going to do next. I have to go back to my village and tell the chief that I failed. Then next stop, Tochika. Mama told me the caves on the outskirts of town were once connected to Tochika. Probably won't be a very fun trip. I don't want to cause you all any more trouble, so I'll go by myself. You must really be upset to think that we let you go alone. If you come this far together, you might as well keep going. That's right, I agree. Cough, cough. I think you better head back to the capital. You're in no shape for this. That's an order. But I have to be able to help your majesty with something this important. Just a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Dottie, are you trying to give me a heart attack? This was all my fault. So the great Baron Dottie will have to join you and your friends on your journey. Dottie? Dottie, that's nice of you, but I know this is a serious situation, and that you'll be facing a powerful enemy. Which is all the more reason for me to join you. I'm a monster breeder without equal, and I must restore my honor. Then,
can you see my magnificent hair?
I mean, it sticks through my hat and everything. It's amazing. Even I don't know how I do this.
My hair has so much power to be restrained by a simple hat.
So it just punched through the hat, obviously. I can miss you too. My lady. Yes, Dottie? This is my chance to prove myself. But this isn't your fight. Go back to town and wait. Dottie, but... I'll come back for you. Don't worry. Remember what I told you. The violet cats are forever. Farewell, my lady, until your baron comes for you once again. I'm not asking for permission, Petty. After all, evil genius rules state that one must never dwell on goodbyes. You sure about this, Dottie? It's probably not... No, definitely going to be a difficult journey. What? You gotta be kidding. You're not really thinking of letting this guy join us. He knows what we're up against and is still willing to help us. Plus, we'll be losing Lambert. We need all the help we can get. What do you think, Albert? Marlene, let's give him a chance. Thank you. You won't regret this. Except that I will, because Lambert is like a million times cooler than you. Just saying. I'm not so sure. Yeah, I'm just saying, Lambert is pretty much has more right to be the main character than any of the cast, and we lose him here for good. Lambert, be careful.
Spoilers!
Yeah, he just, like, goes back to the capital now. Take care of Petty. Leave it to old Lambert. I was once called the Iron Bodyguard, after all. Cough. You really gonna be okay? Nothing to worry about. I'll protect the young lady to my dying breath. I give you my word. You're going home? My father must be worried. And in any case, I trust that Dottie will return as he says. Guess you two are pretty close. Has it occurred to you that not everyone from the warp world is bad? I don't like that servant of his, but the one that called the king seemed like a gentleman. He let me go after all. Maybe you're right. What is it? You seem happy all of a sudden. Oh, nothing. I was just thinking that it'd be nice if my dad was like that. Sometimes foreshadowing is relatively sledgehammer adjacent. Well, good luck. Do your best, everyone. And Dottie. No need for tears. Let's go, my comrades. Yes, there's no point in waiting around. Let's go to Tochika. Unnecessary punctuation in the middle of my sentence. As our heroes headed for Tochika, the knowledge that they failed their mission weighing heavily on their hearts. What surprises will meet them there, and what secrets will be revealed, we will find out soon enough. Hopefully not in another 6 months, because I've been updating this very slowly. Home village of Tochika. Ah, just in time for the new year. Look at that. Like I planned it. I did not plan it.
That would require the Snek to be able to plan something.
I know. Let's not kid ourselves. This village is where the ancient Tochika culture is from. It does feel a little strange here. Okay, so, like, this is a weird thing, because, like, in the mythos, starting from, like, Monster Rancher 3, it's revealed that the first monster breeders were the civilization called the Tochika, but they were supposedly died out thousands of years ago. They were very insular, and, like, the ending of 3 is the fact that you, as an outsider, were able to raise monsters well enough to earn the respect of the Tochikan civilization. So then they were like, oh, well, I guess in that case, like, anyone can be a monster breeder. So they opened it up to everybody. But in this game, they're like, oh, the Tochikans are still alive, and for some reason, they're feudal Japan. It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Never knew there was a village here. Well, now, Nayuta. First, I must report to the chief. I have to tell him I failed. Then we'll go with you. I'd like to ask him for permission to put on a circus. What? Yes. Oops. This is probably one of the more visually interesting parts of the game, but it's also one of the most frustrating, but I'll get into why when we get there. I've been breaking this up one chapter at a time, and I'm an hour and a half into this, and, you know, playing Monster Rancher EVO for too long will drive you a little crazy. That's Nayuta's mom, by the way. Welcome home, Nayuta. Oh. Sorry, Your Holiness, And that's her dad. You failed your mission, isn't that right, Nayuta? Yes, I'm sorry, Omni-Man. Then do come back. I assume you're willing to accept whatever punishment I will give you. Punishment? What do you mean by that? What did Nayuta do wrong? Stop it. The Shrine Maidens of Tochika must carry out the orders of the chief. Since I was unable to do that, it's only natural that I must be punished. Nayuta? That's right. Your friends are just as guilty. They will receive the same punishment. What are you talking about? That's just crazy. She is right. We cannot enforce our rules on people from outside the village, and the punishment waived. Very well. If the High Priestess so desires, I can delay the punishment for a time. The decision will be made eventually, and you must accept it. I understand. Let's go, everyone. Ah, God, we're seeing daddy issues in real time. Dot, dot, dot.
Ellipsis.
We're not doing Sin Kitty right now. In this village, the headman's word is law. The Shrine Maiden leads the people and honors the dead according to that law. Okay, so here's the thing. Sometimes he's the chief, sometimes he's the headman, sometimes he's the mayor. The word they use changes very frequently, and it's going to be one of those things that I'm going to gripe about next chapter, so, you know, everyone hold on to your butts. No matter how foolish the order, she must carry it out. That is the tradition of Tochika. Sounds like a pretty dumb tradition. I don't like that guy. Me neither.
Seems like a sort of authoritarian theocracy.
Yeah, a bit. Can't do that to Nayu. High Priestess seemed pretty calm and on top of things. If it wasn't for what she said, what would have happened to us? Yes, Mother did help us a bit. Say what? The High Priestess is my mother. She is the most important person in the village, after the headman. Wow, she's like a real big shot. Why don't you go talk to her about this? Easier said than done, maybe, but try to speak to her, Tico. Hey, you. Yeah, like every chapter, there's always a, isn't it convenient we know this person moment, and that's the one that we get for this chapter. So, here, we are going to save our game, because this is actually the penultimate chapter of the game. Village of Tochika is a colossal slog and not fun, not fun, not fun, not fun. I hate to be that guy, but it's 100% true. So, next time, join us as we complete the Village of Tochika and move into the game's finale. So, we are almost to Ultra Kaiju Monster Rancher. Everyone look forward. Better times are ahead. And thank you, Noodle, for popping in and accompanying me for the end of that chapter.
You're very welcome.
And we're going to see all you guys next time.